A metaphor of teacher's role. As Stones mentioned in his article, that there are many roles of the educators readers can identify, such as engineer, gardener, co-learner, supervisor, director, manager, etc. However, we cannot tell which role is the most important. It depends on different individuals as well as different learning environment. Sometimes, the educator might entail more than one role. From my point of view, the teachers nowadays in technology-mediated learning environment are mainly having two roles, facilitator and supervisor. Therefore, I would like to combine these two roles in one metaphor, which is double-faced man. Nowadays, technology has been integrated into all areas of young learners' education, from the classroom teaching to the private sector. It is a background of learning. For instance, computer-supported collaborative learning, Web 2.0, loads of modern learning apps, digital portfolios, 3D printing, or even games, as good games also might lead to good learning. Actually, technology is more like tools, equipments, or techniques used in learning processes. With the tool of technology, students' learning experience has been diversified. To illustrate, computer-supported collaborative learning supplies an opportunity for students to flexibly learn courses online and interact with others. New version of Web 2.0 has changed to read and write model nowadays. It focuses not only on learners' browsing, but more on their creation and interaction of content. No matter computer-supported collaborative learning, Web 2.0 or other technologies, students are the targeted participants. That is, students are enabled chances to have collaborative learning and social interactions with others. With the tool of technology, they will have more and more authentic learning experience. Also, within the authentic learning process, they will experience the whole situated learning process by themselves. All this variation indicates that teachers' roles seem to work from the stage to behind the scene. Teaching model has been advanced to a human-computer cooperation which puts students to the central place and emphasizes students' participation and an autonomous learning. As a result, educators nowadays will not impose their ideas to students. Instead, they just keep things on track and within reason, as education has been shifted from one-way knowledge transferring to developing students' learning ability, from teacher-centered to student-centered. To be a facilitator and a supervisor can provide guidance, assistance, supervision, and motivation for their students, which can maximize students' achievements facing in this technology-mediated learning environment. Firstly, to be a facilitator. The definition of a facilitator here is someone who engages in facilitation, any activity that makes a social process easy or easier. A facilitator often helps a group of people to understand their common objectives and assist them to plan how to achieve these objectives. In doing so, the facilitator remains neutral, meaning he or she does not take a particular position in the discussion. As we know, high-tech products and online learning have reshaped the relationship and connections between teachers and students. Within this reshaping process, teachers' role as a facilitator would be one of the best links between them. Acting as a facilitator, teachers can impose a problem-solving based teaching or inquiry-based teaching, which can help students to make their own decisions and be self-directed and self-monitored in learning. Besides, they can push students to actively collaborate and interact with their peers so that provide a zone of proximal development for students. In addition, facilitators focus on guiding, helping, and supporting. They will put students in the central place from the beginning to the end. Hereby, I would like to take computer-supported collaborative learning for instance. Firstly, Teachers can post some questions online about assignments to help students deeply understand the knowledge. Secondly, they can divide the students into several small groups according to their learning competence, which can enhance the zone of proximal development of their students to a great extent. Thirdly, they can encourage their students to actively participate in the collaborative learning. Once they have problems, they can ask their teachers for advice. However, students will not only need facilitation, but also supervision in their learning. For instance, anybody can produce a video for YouTube today as long as you have simple video editing software, a camera, a laptop, and a network connection to create and upload videos for the world to see. However, how about the quality of the video? Is there anyone to evaluate the video before it can be spread widely? My point here is that in education, not all technology can be used as a tool. Teachers should take their responsibility to choose appropriate technology for their students and supervise their activities through it. By doing this, teachers can assess learning quality and prevent students from being distracted by irrelevant technology. From this perspective, teachers are more like a supervisor in education. In the final analysis, no matter what role of teachers has been changed, I believe that the general goal of teachers in the teaching process would never change. It is to help their students to obtain academic achievements as well as a successful life. In that case, the double-sided role of facilitator and supervisor might be the main role for teacher today. Thank you.